Tyson King Media in association with Boxstore. Superstar trainer, I'm going to call you superstar trainer, Sugar Hill. Sugar, yeah, good introduction out here in Bournemouth. First of all, what's your first impression of the seaside in England?
It's very nice. It's interesting. You wouldn't know from me and my history of just being in America, but knowing that England has a place like this. Looking at it, it reminds me of like a Malibu, like a California. Someone mentioned like Miami, you're coming from Miami Beach to Bournemouth Beach, but it's more like a Malibu beach to me.
That's a serious compliment. You've obviously been to Morecambe Bay. How does it compare to Morecambe and Bournemouth?
You know, I got love in Morecambe, so nothing compares to Morecambe. You know, it's a different place. I watch the tide come up and down twice a day. Just a little different feel, just a smaller town. And it's more personal, more homely for me because of Tyson and you know, the people in Morecambe, how they treat us. So can't beat that.
No, you definitely can't, man. You're out here in Bournemouth for your guy, Ben Whittaker. So one of the first things I want to ask you is, because I've been watching a lot of the work you've been doing with Ben, a lot of people recognise Ben for his movement, and obviously your style of boxing is very like upright, back forward, 1-2 knockout. How difficult has he find it kind of? Yeah, how difficult has he find it kind of adapting to your style compared to what he normally does, which is probably the opposite?
It's not a problem for him adapting. A lot of people may not know that Tommy Hearns is Ben's favorite fighter. So this is something that he's actually learning how to do like Thomas Hearns was doing it. So it's easy for him to pick up and learn everything.
And obviously some people, because I like to ask the questions based on what people's assumptions are. On Twitter, a lot of people are questioning whether he'll have the power to compete in the pro game. Obviously, you've had him on the pads, you've obviously seen him sparring. What can you tell us?
I'll just tell everybody to keep watching. It's a mystery.
The opponent was being very negative.
The only way you can find out is to watch.
And opponent-wise as well, that's another thing. Problem in this country, you probably get in America as well, where if you're an Olympian, you've got a medal, people are expecting you to move quick or fight undefeated guys on your debut, which is unrealistic. But how happy are you with the matchmaking that he's got for his debut?
I think the matchmaking is pretty fair. Me and Ben only worked together for probably a total of really 1 month. So it's just giving us time to grow and giving us time to build up to a bigger competition in which we dearly want.
I know Ben's been out with you in Miami training, and he's not been too happy with the lizards and the wildlife that you get over in Florida.
Building character for him. He needs that in his life. Yeah, it gets to get roughed up a little bit.
In the UK, we get cats and dogs, but you've got lizards and alligators and all sorts walking the streets.
Well, he didn't like the spiders here in Birmingham, so I called it Buckingham a bit because he had spider crawling on his chest the night I was leaving, going back home to America for a bit after the previous fight was postponed. So spiders, lizards, bugs, it's all building character for Ben. Give him that attitude, give him that crunk knockout feeling.
So that's the secret to knockouts, building character, making fighters deal with lizards and animals like that.
Listen, Ben's getting close because I guess he had a run-in with a cockroach or something. And in the basement of Crunk, we had those things. We had those big cockroaches like that in Crunk. That was the first time I ever seen them in my life was at Crunk. And it just reminds me of Crunk. I always kept my bag zipped up. But it's a part of Crunk, so now he's got the cockroaches following him around, bringing that power, I guess.
It's nice of you to reveal your secrets. I just want to quickly ask you about Tyson Fury. Tyson's been having a back and forward with THOR, world's strongest man. If Tyson does fight him, are you going to be training him for that exhibition?
Probably not. Tyson's probably going to train me, and I'm going to fight THOR. It's a twist on that.
Oh, okay.
I shouldn't have told everybody. Now the cat's out the bag.
That's an interesting one. But if that does happen, how do you think it's going to play out? Obviously, it's a non-contest on paper.
Well, I'm going to knock THOR out. I'm going to have one hand tied behind my back like Roy Jones used to do. I'm going to knock the big fella out. And Tyson's going to work my corner. Make history.
That's definitely an interesting one. Before you go, is there anything else you'd like to tell me about any of the fighters that we can keep an eye out for from your side of the world?
Not particular. Just keep an eye on everybody. Boxing's worldwide, so.
Just before you go, I've just remembered, did you watch the video on the weekend that went viral where world champion Sonny Edwards had a spar with a Twitter troll who called him out?
No, I didn't see it.
I'm going to send it to you.
Yeah, now I got to look for it.
I'll forward it to you on Instagram. Thank you for your time, Sugar. Take care.
All right, thank you.